Oh.
Welcome back to the spiritual journey. Right, here we go. Yes, I was just having a bit of trouble with the internet. Welcome back to the spiritual journey, 9th week, 3rd year. My name is David Stanley, and I manage the course entitled The Spiritual Journey within the school I founded in 2019 called Universal Comprehension Academy. So, welcome back, Keith. And how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yes, I'm very well.
Yes. Okay, so we have Keith with us again in the studio. So did you manage to look at the videos I sent you last week, including Libra and the mists of the morning of Libra?
No, but now I'm fully onto the computer where I live. There's no problem.
Okay, so
And you send them to Outlook and all the rest.
So okay, so now you're back on the computer,
yeah,
and so the tablet will become just something you use occasionally.
Yes.
Yes. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Okay, so we are now in the month of Scorpio, so things should feel different. Yes. Come back to how you feel. If you wear flip-flops or go paddling in the sea like I do, you may feel the Scorpio sting. Yes. In the temperature of the air and the water. Yes. Your feet get a bit cold.
Yeah.
Now, when you breathe, you may feel the sting of freshness in the air. Yes. That is invigorating at a ethereal level. Whereas Libra was a cardinal air sign moving into the ethereal domain of autumn, Scorpio is a fixed water sign, so an establishment in the ethereal domain of our earthly cycles. The summer of the ethereal domain, one could say, Scorpio is the summer. Yes. As you were born on the cuff, Keith, it's also your shared sign with Sagittarius. Yeah. Now I saw on Facebook the other day that your birthday was the 30th.
No, it's wrong. I don't know who put it on. 24th of November.
Yeah, 24th of November, but it's on there for October as well. Okay. So anyway, you should feel at home during the next 2 months because you share the sign Sagittarius and Scorpio. We will continue with the sunsets theme of the flat Earth theory, and don't forget we're just comparing 3 theories. Yes, heliocentric, geocentric, and electric universe theories. Yes, do you remember the paper I threw up? Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes. At the top we'll put the flat Earth. Oh, that's not the right paper. Right. There you go. That's the right paper. So flat Earth at the top, heliocentric model, gravity, yes, and the electric universe. Now the electric universe is very surprising because everything is made of electric, and it comes into the physical. Yes. So it's an idea. Just one moment. Sorry, Steve. I'm a bit busy right now. Can you phone back? Yeah. Okay, thanks. Bye. Sorry about that. Right, it always happens, you know, just when you're getting going. So you have the 3 theories: flat Earth, heliocentric model, gravity, and electric universe. Everything's electric. Yes. With the 3 models, we can get a different view. Yes. rather like a spiritual detective looking for truth, or a man or woman in the jury, yes, in the jury, looking at the evidence in an unbiased way. Yes, we're just looking at the evidence. I consider you to be a spiritual man, yes, Keith, because you have spent many years studying the Bible within the Anglican Church. Yes?
Well, not always a good thing.
Not always a good thing. Well, okay. But even a spiritual man should admit that one can only live by your spiritual life, can only live your spiritual life according to the quality of the information you have.
Yes, yeah.
Yes? Okay. For instance, the church may agree with the statement, yes, and I believe in one creator and all things seen and unseen. Yes, that is another way to say the Nicene Creed, written during the 4th century AD. We believe in one God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth and all things visible and invisible. Yes.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Yes. Well.
Okay, so perhaps you'd like to watch the video of that. It's Catholic, but I'm sure the Anglican Church has something similar to the Catholics, as it is also the creed believed to be all creedal Christian communities even today. Yes, believed by them all. Yes,
with variations.
With variation, yes. So we can have a look at the link if you want now, or you can look at that later.
What will the link show?
The link will just show the wording of it, somebody reading it. Yes.
Okay. Pass.
Okay. This begs the question: why doesn't the church teach about auras around a man or a woman? Yeah. The aura may be unseen or invisible to normal sight, but can be seen using the white of one's eyes and can be confirmed by science. Yes, the aura is real, unseen until seen. Yes, it's real. And the church says it believes in all things seen and unseen. So last week we had internet problems, but you did manage to watch the rocket launch, the video. Yes, you remember that? Okay. Now, perhaps the whole idea of a flat earth is nonsense, as you have said. Yeah. But as spiritual detectives and jury members, yes, we should be able at least to give the flat earth a fair and unbiased trial. Yes. So it's on trial, and we're part of the jury. Yeah. I think God can be the judge. Yes. So perhaps it's best to remember the presidential saying, which I said last week. Do you remember that one?
Give me a clue.
Trust. Okay, it's trust but verify.
Oh,
Yes, by Ronald Reagan in the 1980s. Also, remember, I have been through this myself when in university. Yes. Looking at 3 different things, I had to study 3 languages: English, French, and Swedish. And in the end, thoroughly enjoyed the experience. Yes, of seeing things from a different perspective, even if English was my preferred language.
Yeah,
it's rather like you saying, well, I prefer the ball universe. Yes, but let's have a look at the other ones. Also, my philosophy teacher said, knowing and using grammar in a language is a sign of intelligence. Yes. So looking at the 3 models is also going to be a sign of intelligence. Yes. As is being able to play golf. Yeah. This is one of the things my philosophy teacher said, that when you play games with a ball and you catch it and you're using all your skills, yes, that is another form of intelligence. And we've it's all about using and developing the different types of intelligence we have. Yes, we looked at the different types of intelligence in the second year. Do you remember?
No.
No. Okay. Now, there's a link here. If you want a refresher on last year's 9 intentions, from this year's course with Lorelei, so you can have a look at it from a different perspective as well. Yeah, you can have a look at that one on your computer. Yes. Now we can trust the video about the rocket that hit the dome. We can trust it, but unfortunately we can't verify it. So as you said, it's nothing. Yes. Yes, it's nothing. I would say, however, it's almost nothing. Yeah, almost. Just something to be considered and only dismissed when we can prove it as fake. Yes. So it comes back to trust but verify. Proving the lies is never so easy, but one can trust one's own spiritual judgment if true and unbiased. Now, we have to live with the contradictions for a little while until we see the light of truth shining through. Yes? Like in French, there is what is known as many false friends. Yes? For example, false friends are words that have been borrowed from French language, but their use has been distorted over many years, or their meaning was never understood but sounded great in certain contexts. So it's a case of using one language in another language in a different way. Either way, these French false friends are an integral part of the English vocabulary. Now, 3 such words are une déception, which is a disappointment, a disillusion. In English, you have a deception, which is une tromperie, une supercherie. Yes. Décevoir is to disappoint, and to deceive, tromper or duper in French. Yes. Demander, yes, in French is to ask for something. Demander. But to demand in English, to translate into French, CJ. Yes, it's like I insist. Yes. So there's a difference. When considering if there is a dome, we can look at the 1958 Encyclopedia Britannica. Yes, do you think that would be a good place to start? The Encyclopedia? Yes, it might be. But they took out this quote in 1959, yes, and made it disappear. Yes, poof, yes. After the Antarctic Treaty. Now, if you've watched all the videos we made, that they made Antarctic Treaty in the late 1950s, which sort of covered everything up. And there is a video link for that, so we can watch that. Yeah, there's a link for the encyclopedia. So we'll just have a watch of that first of all. Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I'll pause the video there. Okay, so we had a look at the video with the encyclopedia mentioning a dome, and I'll put the link under the YouTube video and with all the other links that are necessary. And what we can say about that, I think, is curious that there is a written statement of a dome in Antarctic.
Yeah.
It's a curious thing, yes. And why? Yeah, I mean, why was it then taken out of all the encyclopedias? We don't know. We don't know why that happened. But we're spiritual detectives, so we will plod on and we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's right. Okay, now The next thing to consider when considering sunsets is, well, perspective. Yes. Now we'll have a look at another video. The thing to consider is the actual path of a small sun, yes, small sun, and a moon according to the flat Earth theory. So delving into the flat Earth theory, small sun, small moon. Once again, put everything science has told you to one side and just look at the video with common sense and spiritual logic. Yes. So here we go. The path of the moon and the sun explained very well. And we'll just have a look at that video and we'll see where that one goes. Right. So we're back again. We just had a look at the video, which I think you found quite interesting.
Interesting and confusing.
Interesting and confusing, yes. It's another theory, yes. The path of the moon and the sun explained very well. That was the video we watched, and the link will be under the YouTube video and on the text paper for members on the Thinkific site, the school site. And we're going to finish there for today, and we'll be back for more next week on the same thing. So let me just say it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Okay, so now, Keith, you have the chance of looking at stuff on a computer. Yes. A computer, great. Okay, bye. See you next week.
So I need to look on YouTube, not on my email.
Yes, you need to go to my email and
go to your email.
Yeah, that I sent you. That I sent you with the links on, and you need to find the links.
It's not in my email. Things I receive, letters and notes.
Yes, it's on your email account.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll finish there.
Thank you.
Bye for now.